I got so much good stuff. I cannot wait to show you guys when I get home. But first, coffee.
Live your life within the moment, moment. And don't go wait until the morning, morning. You never know when it is over, over. All that I know is we'll get older, older. So let us dance this night away.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well and you're looking forward to today's episode. I am on my way to my friend Cameron's house. He and his friend Dylan, as well as his friend Kim, are doing this little pop-up shop today, and I'm very excited for it. They have been doing just little glimpses of the things that are going to be on sale today, and of course they look fabulous and I cannot wait. So they're going to be selling lots of home decor, lots of vintage items, clothing, artwork, garden essentials, all sorts of things. And so I'm really looking forward and trying to get there a little early because I think that there's going to be a line to get in. And of course, I don't want to miss out on any of the goodies. So I have still about a half an hour drive till I get there. He lives in Greensboro, and since I'm in Greensboro, I have to stop by my absolute favorite coffee shop, Vignette. I'm gonna grab a coffee, grab some coffee to actually bring home because we're out, and that just makes me even more excited to be up early this morning. So once I get to Cameron's, of course, I will bring you with me, and then you'll just follow me along and we'll see what else we get into today. There's a line already, like 15 people. I love it.
You can leave the tags on things that are small. We have folding wrappers.
I feel like it's destined that you will, because we just haven't you gotta find something.
We plan accordingly. Who's
I got so much good stuff. I cannot wait to show you guys when I get home. But first, coffee. Excited. I ended up getting, I think it was called the Nutty Cloud, and everything that he was explaining, I was just like, I need it. He just kept going on and on about everything that's in here, including peanut butter. And by the end of his little monologue, I was like, I absolutely need that. So that's what I got. Let's try it. Absolutely taste the peanut butter. Oh my God, it's so good. Ah, this is definitely gonna keep me company on the drive home. And then I also got a couple of coffee beans. This is what Mark and I absolutely love. I've gotten my family loving it. They actually buy it online and have it shipped to both Ohio and New York. Absolutely loved it. And then I got this cherry tomato whipped feta Danish, which I will have for breakfast. So I am gonna get on the road and enjoy my little treats, and I will see you guys when I get home. Delicious. All right, I am back home now, and I was thinking on the drive in, what a lovely morning this has been. Now, typically I am not a get out of the bed early type of person, but the moment you say, let's go shopping, let's go to the farmer's market, or let's go out to breakfast, I am up. And so I'm really glad that I was able to get up this morning and attend Cameron's sale. It was absolutely fabulous, as you saw. And then I was able also to go to my favorite coffee shop and get some coffee and bring some beans home. And now I have the whole rest of the day to do whatever I want. And I absolutely love that. But first I want to show you guys a little bit of a haul of everything that I picked up. And I just think the three of them did such an amazing job with curating this sale. A lot of times when you're going to like a yard sale or a rummage sale, there's big white tables and all of the pieces that they want to sell is kind of crammed onto one table for you to fish through and find what you're looking for. But of course, with Cameron, everything was just really beautifully curated, and the pieces already told you how you could style them in your own home. And I just really love that. It was just really a nice experience to walk through his house and just to see all of the beautiful things, and then to know that most of them were for sale. It was just really cool. And so bravo to the three of them for having such an amazing vision and just amazing items there for everyone to kind of search through and purchase. I don't think I saw one person leave out of the house with an empty hand. And so that just shows you that there were some really great pieces. So let me show you what I got. So I got a couple of baskets, as you probably saw. I just love baskets. I think that you can use them in so many different ways. And I got this one just because I was thinking, I think it would be like a really pretty magazine basket. And so I still get paper magazines. I know everything is digital now, but I just love flipping through paper magazines, and I like to keep some of my favorite ones. And I think putting them in here and just either next to the couch or upstairs next to my chair, I think will be really beautiful. So I got this one. And then as I was when I first walked in, I saw this brass fish planter that I just think is the cutest, most kind of whimsical little planter, and I had to pick it up. But it's a planter and it's a brass fish, and I think that it's cute. I'm not sure what plant I'm going to put in here. Probably a succulent, just because it doesn't have a bottom. So I think I can put some rocks and some sand down and maybe grow a couple of succulents in here. But I think this is just going to be really cute on my table, maybe my entryway, of course upstairs on a bookshelf in the kitchen, lots of places. But I thought this was really cute, and I picked that up. Another little planter that I got was this one that you can actually hang on the wall. And you could tell, like at my parents' house, they have a lot of these like little planters hanging on the outside of their house, and they have like mostly like creeping Jenny or just really beautiful flowers coming out of something like this. So that's why I got this one. I think I'm gonna actually take this one outside and put it into my garden and just have a couple of really pretty hanging flowers hanging out of it. But I love it. It's ceramic, handmade. Love that they have like the little hole up there to hang up somewhere, anywhere. Love that. Pick that up. So next up are these gorgeous terracotta candlesticks. You can definitely tell that they are handmade and that they probably came from Santa Fe or Mexico, but I just think that they're really gorgeous with all of the carvings. I love that they are not the same size. I have a lot of terracotta pieces on my bookshelves over here in the kitchen, and so I think that these definitely have a space there. I think they're going to be really beautiful in the kitchen, and I just immediately had to have these. So then next I got this really beautiful planter, and I have a plant upstairs that needs to be repotted. It's my little dollar plant. It has like the round disc on it. It really needs to come out of there. It really needs new soil. And when I saw this one, I was like, this is going to be the perfect pot for that plant. And I just love the little scalloped edge and the holes around the edge of it. Really, really gorgeous. Had to pick that up. And then the next thing is something that, you know, many of you might think, why did she buy that? But when I saw it, I just thought that it would be the perfect piece to put one of those little flower frogs inside and make like a really beautiful modern flower arrangement. So this is the piece. It's basically a brown ceramic egg, and it has it's sealed on the inside, as you can tell, because it's shiny. And again, putting in a little flower frog in the inside, filling it with water, adding some gorgeous flowers to make a really beautiful modern arrangement, I think is going to be perfect in this piece. So I picked that up. Also, around my house, I don't believe that there is a doorknob that doesn't have something hanging from it, whether it be a tassel, whether it be a bow, whether it be beads, kind of like these that I got when I was in Morocco several years ago that I just absolutely love. And so when I was walking down the hallway in Cameron's hallway, I saw these beads hanging on the door, one of the doorknobs, and I kind of at first was thinking, oh, I'm just going to get one of them, but then I was like, nah, I'm going to get all of them. And so they're really, really beautiful. And these are what they look like. I just think that they're really gorgeous. Let me read you some of what it says. So these are recycled glass African beads. Gorgeous. This is white Ashanti glass saucer beads. Really, really pretty. And then the last one is titled Tribal Carved Bone Beads from Kenya. Gorgeous, right? I think they're so, so pretty. And so again, they can go on any doorknob, they can go on any cabinet door, they can go even over a stack of books. But anytime that I see these, I always pick them up. These were all priced in the range between $10 and $16. So I had to pick them up. Gorgeous, right? And then two more things. I found this basket, and when I saw it, I just immediately thought it was the perfect farmer's market basket. Now I have a farmer's market basket, so more than likely this is gonna go to my sister Tara, who has been looking for one. But this is the basket, and I think it's really cute. Cute little handles, and then it's lined on the inside. And I just thought that that was really cute. I kind of want to keep this one and give her my other one, but I really do love this, and so I just had to pick it up. I believe this one was $10 too, so really, really great prices. And then the last and final thing that I got is just this little tiny copper box, and I'm gonna give it to my mom. My mom is really starting to collect copper pieces for her kitchen. And so I'm gonna polish this up and I'm gonna give it to her, but the lid comes off, and I just think you could probably, if I could really get it nice and clean in the inside, you could probably use this as like a little salt cellar. But then, as I always say, you can use this as like a little matchstick box where you can place a lot of matches in the inside, and then you can put like a little striker on the bottom. And so I just thought that that was really cute, and when I saw it, I thought I'm gonna get that for mom. So this is what I got, and that's everything that I purchased. And so I got a lot of goodies. I could have got so many other things. I had really beautiful art there. There was two pieces that I was really kind of looking at, and I kept going back and forth, and by the time I decided to make up my mind, they were already gone, and I saw the couple like carrying them off to Cameron to check out. So that's okay. They're going to a great home, and that's amazing. So yeah, it's just been a really fun morning. I hope you guys have been enjoying following me along for the last several hours. It's just been a blast, really. So what I am going to do next is I'm going to go upstairs and take a look at my tiles. I want to show you guys the tiles. I want to talk through some things that I'm thinking about the tiles, and then later on today we're going to head over to the Pottery studio to see if possibly my house is done. Fingers crossed. So let me grab some water and I will meet you guys upstairs. All right, so since you guys saw me make the tiles a few weeks ago, they have been sitting under here. So they're laying on a piece of board, and then on top of the board, I put these heavy tiles that we had from our kitchen flooring that was left over. And I wanted to make sure that the tiles laid as flat as possible during the drying process, because that will help eliminate any warping in the kiln. So these have been really great. But as you will see, there's a crack, and it's okay. But I think what happened was because the wetness of the tiles, I think that seeped into the wood, and I saw a little bit of mold happening, which you could probably see here, but that's normal. But then also it warped the wood underneath. So when I put the heavy tile on top, then it made this one crack because it was sitting right here where there was a warp spot. And because of the heaviness on top of these tiles, which are very fragile, now we see that crack. But it's okay, because that's why I made so many extra. So I'm hoping that actually that's not the only crack. There was another one, but it was my mistake. I picked it up and forgot how fragile it was. And so I have this little piece here, but I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this because I could potentially cut it, because we do have to go around our electrical outlets and just some little spaces that I might need a smaller piece of this size. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire it and just see how it goes. But yeah, that was another unfortunate break. I believe those are the only two breaks that we have so far. So now we're going to move on to the next part, or at least talk about it. First of all, thank you guys so much for all of the comments regarding which patterns that you like. There definitely were some favorites in the group, and thankfully a lot of those favorites were our favorites as well. I have since then found a few others, which I'll pop up here on the screen just so that you guys can see it. I haven't made my final choice yet. It's so difficult because I want it to be right, but I want it to be done fast because I really need this project to move so that I can go ahead and start all of the projects that I need to work on for our pop-up shop. So I'm really trying to push this project, but I also at the same time want to be careful. And so what I have decided to do, and I said this in my newsletter last week, I kind of gave the group some options on what I should do. And one was, should I just go for it and start to paint the tiles and cross my fingers that everything turns out when it comes out of the kiln? Or do I do a test tile of some of the new glazes, because I do have a new glaze, which is more of like a burgundy color, as well as a pretty blue color that I think that I want to pull into the kitchen a little bit. And I've never fired with those glazes before, so I have no idea what they're going to look like on this clay body. So what I have decided to do is just to go ahead, make a test tile, put this project on hold just for a couple of weeks, only because you guys know I have to take it through the entire process. So I actually went ahead and made the test tile right here. And so all of these squares are all of the underglazes that I currently own. And the two colors, this color, which this is why it makes me really nervous, because this is supposed to be a dark burgundy. But as you can see right there, it looks pretty light. So I need to see what that looks like in the kiln. And then this is the blue, but it's kind of more of like a, what do they call it? Is it called Cornwall blue maybe? But it's kind of like that, a little deeper, a little more gray. And so these two colors are definitely not what I want them to look like in the final piece. I need them to be a lot more rich and darker. And so what I think I need to do is just take a few steps back, go ahead, put this through the bisque kiln. Once it comes out of the bisque kiln, then I'll have to go ahead and glaze it, put it back into the kiln. So you guys know that takes a couple of weeks to do that. So until this is finished and it comes out of the kiln, that A, gives me more time to figure out what our pattern is going to be. And then B, it gives me time to see what these colors are actually going to look like on the real tiles. I don't want to do all of this work and then them come out of the kiln and I not like that. I would just hate that I spent all of this time working on these tiles and then in the end, I don't like them. So we're going to take a few steps back and go ahead and get this test tile into the kiln. And then while we're waiting for that, then I'm going to start some of the other projects that I'm going to be working on for the pop-up shop. So I can go ahead and get started on that project where we kind of place a hold on this project. And then once the test tiles come out, then we'll switch back over to the tiling, and hopefully by, I'm hoping by the end of August, we can get them up on the wall, but as you know, you just never know what could happen. So what I am going to do now is head over to the Pottery studio so that I can go ahead and place this on the shelf and get this process started. And then I am hoping that my house and all of the things that go in and around the house are finished and are ready for me to take home today. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But if not, then we'll just wait until they're finally finished. We're not rushing anything. Everything takes time. So let me grab some water. I am so thirsty. And then I will meet you guys over at the Pottery studio. every single thing made it, except for the house. The house is still in the kiln. I just ran into Dolores, who is the owner of this beautiful studio, and she said that they put the house in the kiln yesterday. So it's probably still going to need a couple more days to go through the firing process and then the cooling process before they can pick it up and put it onto the shelf. I was really hoping that the house was going to be ready today because every single thing made it out of the kiln, and I am thrilled. There's not a crack, there's not a smudge, there's not any imperfections. They look great. They look amazing. Look at this vase. I mean, come on. I decided to use a clear glaze. There's no cream, there's no white. This is just the clear glaze on top of the natural body of the clay, and I love it. I hope that you guys love it too, because so many of these are going to be coming to the shop. Oh, and my horse, my doorknobs made it out. Look at them. Gorgeous, right? Look at the color of the horse. It's going to go perfect in the room. And then with the stripes, with the red and white stripes, and then the saddle. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm so happy. Couldn't be happier, honestly. And so I think what I'm going to do now is I have to run some errands. Mark wants to cook grilled chicken out on the grill today. He's put some chicken into a brine, and then he's going to use the smoker out on the grill again, much like he did with the ribs. And so I need to go and get some vegetables and a side, and I might pick up some flowers to go into my new vase. And then we're just going to kind of have a chill evening, and then I'll pick you guys back up in the morning because I want to do some styling of all of the pieces that I got from Cameron's sale today. So I'm going to get going, turn on the air conditioning. It is so hot outside, and then I will see you guys back at home.
chips in the smoker, so
You have what?
chips in the smoker, wood pellets. That's one side of it.
See you in an hour and a half. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. It's gonna be my good night. Good morning. So first up, let me take a sip of my coffee, which of course it is Vignette that I got yesterday. I absolutely love their coffee. It is so smooth. Unlike many other coffees that I've had where they just taste bitter, every single time that I have a new coffee of theirs, it is so smooth and I love it. So that's what I made today. Did a little sprinkle of black sea salt on top, and now it is time for my first sip of the day. That is actually giving what it needs to give. That black sea salt just does it for me. But I also wanted to show you guys my new mug that I absolutely love. I talked about her a little bit on my newsletter this week, but I just love how colorful it is. It is a traveler's mug, so you can see the little hole, the sip hole right there that I love. But again, I just love how colorful she is and how whimsical she is. I have no idea how many hours it took this artist to paint this, because you guys know just from watching me, every single thing here that you see needs 3 coats of underglaze paint. It is just insane the amount of hours I'm assuming that she took to make these. I mean, money well spent on this. I absolutely love it. And I've been following a lot of ceramicists who say that they actually take their own mugs into a coffee shop. So instead of getting your coffee made in a paper cup, they'll go ahead and use your own mug to make the coffee that you can take with you. And I just really love that and think I'm gonna start doing it, because Lord knows I have enough mugs and I would love to be able to, take one to the coffee shop and be able to have my coffee made in my own mug. But then also I think I'm just gonna start using this as my travel mug. When I go to the farmer's market or to the flea market or out thrifting or out to my favorite bakery, I can just make my coffee here at home, put it in this cute little mug, and take it with me to carry around for the day. I just love it, and I felt like she just needed her own little moment this morning. So, moving on, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I don't think made it onto the camera yesterday when I was at the Pottery studio. So one of those things being my hot dog. She made it out. The coloring is perfect. This is my first time using this glaze and using these colors, and I think it turned out beautifully. When I saw it come out during the bisque firing, I was a little nervous because the browns were looking way too gray, and I just wasn't sure it was going to give me the pop that I was looking for, but it turned out beautifully. This comes out, and then my "Don't Try to Stop Me, I'm on a Roll" was able to make it through. Even though I put glaze over top, you can still see that writing inside, and I think that's just really cute. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my little trinket shelf upstairs in my art studio. The next one, I think I might have showed you a little bit, but I just love it. As we know, my house isn't done quite yet, but this just gives us a little glimpse of what it's going to look like. But I think she turned out beautifully. I'm gonna make this into a keychain. As you can see there, there's like a little hole at the top. So many of you have said that this would make for a good ornament, so I will for sure make another one so I can have an ornament on my tree this Christmas season. But love it. I think it is so beautiful. And then this one, I don't think I've shown you directly, but you might have seen little glimpses along the way. But this is a hand vase of my own hand that I made. And so I just had some extra clay, and I went ahead and just traced out my own hand. I made my ring that I bought myself for last year's birthday, and I just really love it. Now I thought that I was going to be able to use a clear vase on the inside. So essentially you have a clear vase, and then you had kind of looks like your hand is holding the vase. Unfortunately, there was just a little bit of warping here, which tilts this just a little bit to the point where I can't get a straight up and down vessel in between the fingers. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just make a ceramic vase to go inside, just so that I can mimic that little bit of a lean that we're seeing. But honestly, it doesn't even need the vase. I just think that it'll just be cute to have it on my shelf. I could even put dried flowers in here. Again, nothing. I could put like a little towel, like a little hand towel in here, and put it into the bathroom. I just thought of that. That could be cute. But for the ring, so there is a gold luster glaze that you can put on here, and you brush it on, and then you put it back into the kiln, and when it comes back out, it gives you like that really, gold lustery shiny look. I just don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like putting this through yet another round of the kiln, so I ended up finding these chrome markers. A lot of people say that they work really well, and because I don't really have to worry about this being, watertight, because it's just a little, sculpture piece, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I've tried it on another piece, and the gold comes out like really shiny and really beautiful, and I think that that's what I'm gonna use here to make this ring look like this ring. So I'm gonna do that, and then after I am finished with that, I'm going to take some of the pieces that I got from Cameron's sale yesterday, as well as some pieces that I got in Ohio a couple of weeks ago, and then just show you how I plan to style them throughout my house. I've kind of had this pile going that I just haven't had time to actually style in my house, so I want to go ahead and do that before I let you guys go. So I'm going to go ahead, get started on painting my little ring, and then we're going to get to decorating. Well, I think that everything is looking really good. I'm just glad that I was able to carve out some time today to do some styling of the pieces that I've been accumulating over the last month or so. I'm still not done. I still have a ways to go, but I did want to take a few things that I have recently gotten and show you guys how I get things from antique stores and thrift shops, and even like the sale that Cameron had yesterday at his home, and then bring them here and style them kind of in my own way. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing that. We have a long ways to go. I have many more things to put out, but I think I kind of took out some of my favorite things over the last several weeks and placed them for you guys. And so again, I hope that you enjoyed that. I did want to repot this plant here, but I don't have the right soil. I have gardening soil, I have succulent soil, but I don't have just regular indoor potting soil. So I'm gonna have to go to the store a little bit later on and pick up some soil, and then I'll go ahead and replant that in the planter that I got yesterday at Cameron's. And really the thing that I really wish that I could have showed you guys within this video was my finished house. This shelf, as you guys know, has been empty for a while, and once the house is done, then I'm gonna kind of decorate that whole row on that shelf, and that's just going to be dedicated to my childhood home and all of the memories that surround that. So in the next video, for sure, we will be decorating that shelf right there. But for now, I am going to have to let you go. Mark and I are actually headed out of town. We are going to South Carolina to visit his family. Every year we rent a lake house in South Carolina, and all of us kind of hang out there for many days. And so we're very much looking forward to seeing everyone, because it has been quite some time. And then also just being able to relax and be in nature, you know, be on the boat, be in our kayaks, just sit out and enjoy the weather. It's going to be really, really nice. So we actually have to get started and get ready to pack for that trip, which is right around the corner. So I do need to let you guys go here, but I do hope that you have enjoyed this entire video. I thought we had a really great time with going shopping over at Cameron's house and grabbing a coffee and going to the pottery studio and watching Mark cook on the grill. It was a really fun video, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I don't know if I will have a video next week, but for sure, if you sign up on my newsletter, I will let you know on Friday if there will be a video on Sunday, or if I'm going to have to push that back a little bit. So for sure, sign up for the newsletter so that you can be up to date on everything that's going on also here in YouTube land. So with that, I am going to let you guys go. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you back here very soon. Bye. I really should be at home packing right now, but this is one last ditch effort at the Pottery studio to see if my house is done. So let's go see. She's done! Oh my goodness, look at how gorgeous! All right, now it is time to go to the lake. Oh, but she's done! See you guys later!